Hello, Streak Advice Nation. Luke DeVoste here. Awesome Monday night coming up for you guys. I'm gonna get the Streak Show going here with some of tonight's picks and just going over some of the stuff that happened earlier today. We had Spain versus Georgia in the first Eurobasket match of the morning. Spain won that game by 24 points, greening me and the plus 20 pickers. The second game came around 3 o'clock, France versus Belgium, and France won by 17 points, giving me a red on that pick, greening France wins by 15 plus. Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal are currently in progress in the men's U.S. Open finals. Currently, Rafael Nadal won the first set and is now losing in the second set to Djokovic 4-2. I'll keep you guys posted on that as the show goes on in case you aren't watching. And then I know a lot of people like to listen to that stuff, especially Djokovic, Nadal. That's the new big rivalry, and it's no longer Federer and Nadal because Roger Federer has basically made himself irrelevant. And the other prop was how many games will be played in the first set, 9 or 10 games, or any other number. The other number was 8 games. And so that greened that. I did not pick those. So let's get into some of the stuff we have coming up tonight. In about 20 minutes, we got the Eagles at the Redskins in some Monday Night Football action. The Redskins are currently minus 195 favorites on the money line, and they are also minus 4.5 on the point spread to win. I'm very excited to watch this game. It's really a clash of well, it is a division matchup, but you know, I'm interested to see the styles both teams come up with, because I think the Eagles are going to be coming out with Chip Kelly's high-powered, very fast-moving offense that he had at Oregon, obviously, and I think Michael Vick is a really, really good quarterback to have that system around him. The Eagles will be without Jeremy Maclin because of his knee injury, and they will have LaShawn McCoy at running back, while for the Redskins, RG3 going to be out there, obviously. I don't know if he's going to be as mobile as he could be, just because of his injuries. I don't know if he's going to go out, but he might be one of those guys. You know, there's a lot of those guys that aren't afraid to get out and get hit, so I think I'm looking for him. I'm just interested in seeing what he's going to be doing. And Alfred Morris, great running back, had a little over 1,600 yards last season with 13 touchdowns. I'm going to be interested to see how he does. I think he'll have a pretty decent game. Team offensively, Washington leads Philadelphia. This is obviously last season, but Washington topped Philly in total yards and rushing yards, and Philadelphia led in passing yards. And on defense, Philadelphia had a better defense for yards allowed and for pass yards allowed, but the Redskins had a better rushing defense. And since 2001, the head-to-head matchups, Philadelphia leads the series 15-9. But last year, and beat down the Eagles. I think the Eagles, they're still a work in progress. They have a lot of holes to fill. They got to build the line, offensive and defensive lines up. And I think they definitely have a potential to be a good team, but it's going to take a couple of years. And but yeah, I like the Redskins win 13-14 or less with a minus 195 favorite for the Washington Redskins in that game. They're the props for that. Which combo will record more rushing yards in the first half? Michael Vick and LaShawn McCoy, or Robert Griffin III and Alfred Morris? I am picking Robert Griffin III and Alfred Morris. I don't know how mobile RG3 will be, but I think Alfred Morris will have a really good half. LaShawn McCoy is one of those iffy running backs with me. I never really know if he's going to be fantastic or if he's just going to be blah. And I assume Michael Vick will run this game, but I don't think he'll get a lot in the first half. I think he'll hold that a little bit for the second half. I think he'll be kind of, I don't know what the word is, but I think he'll just be kind of tight to the offense in the first half. And the second prop for this game is will the Redskins score a touchdown in the third quarter? Obviously, yes or no. And this is an interesting one. I'm going to tweet about it, but you have to wait and see how the first half plays out, because if the Redskins have scored a ton throughout the game, then you'd say yes, they'd probably score a touchdown again in the third. If the Eagles defense just hasn't been holding, or even if the Redskins haven't scored at all in the first half, you'd think they'd start to come out to the second half and want to get a good drive going. I don't think the Eagles have that great of a defense to hold the Redskins back, so as of right now, I'm going to say yes, and we got 99.3% of the nation picking with that for yes, the Redskins to score 1+ touchdown in the third quarter. But then again, these prop bets that always look real easy and real simple never tend to work out for you. So just so you guys know that. Now let's hop into some baseball. We got the Yankees and the Orioles today. Out there, he just seems to get the run support he needs when he's out there with the Orioles. And CC Sabathia, 13-11, almost at 500, just not good. He's been okay, and he's been great at times, but a 4.86 ERA definitely does not help him. And the Yankees have dropped 5 straight games to the Orioles, as the Orioles now lead this season series 8-7. I will be picking Baltimore at home with Tillman on the mound. They should be doing solid. I'll take this game with a win streak of 5 or less. And now, one more baseball game before we get into the last Monday night game. We have the Rockies and the Giants here. As this loads for me again, my internet is sketchy. I don't know why. Here we go. We got against San Diego, but he did allow 5 earned runs on the way. The series is locked dead even at 8 games apiece. And Chasson, I feel like he's a much better pitcher just because he had 5 more wins on his 5 wins above 500, 4 more wins than Lincecum. Giants are minus 126 favorites on the money line and have 87.7% of the picks on streak for the cash. But I will be picking the Rockies in an upset tonight with a win streak of 3 or less. I just feel like they'll be able to do a little bit better here. And now the last game of the night. Ooh, this is going to be a fun one, and this one I enjoy this pick, and I'm very excited about making this pick later on after my couple first half or props from the first Monday night game go up. The Texans and the Chargers at Qualcomm. People like me, I like numbers. I like throwing out numbers, even if they don't really mean too much. But San Diego is 4-0 against Houston since 2001. Most recently, November 7th, 2010, Houston lost to San Diego 29-23. Another interesting research note as well, J.J. Watt finished last season with 16 batted passes, nearly twice as many batted passes as the next highest defender, which was Corey Lugitt. He had 9, but Phillip Rivers had just 4 of his passes batted down last season, fewer than 29 other quarterbacks. This is an interesting game because, it's just straight up, so it makes me a little bit nervous. But the Texans are a team that obviously lost to the Ravens. Was it the Ravens? Yeah. No, it wasn't. Who did they? They lost to someone last year. I can't remember right now. I'm really sorry. I can't remember. But that was 2 years ago. They lost to the Ravens. But the Texans have been a team that have up and coming. They continue to improve every year, and they have young talent, a great defense led by Brian Cushing, J.J. Watt, Andre Johnson, Arian Foster, Matt Schaub on the offense. It's just a solid team all around, and they continue to just disappoint in the playoffs. Oh, and with an addition, of Ed Reed and things like that helping the team out. I really think they're going to be able to do very well in this game and get a win right off the bat. Matt Schaub obviously thrown for a little over 4,000 yards, 4,008 yards last season with 22 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Phillip Rivers throwing for 3,606 yards with 26 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Arian Foster last year running for a little over 1,400 yards with 15 touchdowns. Ryan Matthews only running for a little over 700 yards with 1 touchdown last season. Disappointing year for him. And Andre Johnson with an extremely disappointing year. Just under 1,600 yards and only 4 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns, though, caught. Should be an interesting game to watch. But yeah, Nation, that's what I wanted to talk about.